Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Arnold, and welcome to your next Photoshop lesson. This has to do with what's called the liquify filter, and we're going to have some fun with this today. At least I hope you have some fun. To start off with, make sure you have Photoshop open. That's the big deal. And to find it, it's going to be pinned on your taskbar down there. It's the little icon which is blue. It's a blue box, and it says PS. I'm sure you figured that out by now. So let's go to your file menu and choose open. And I'd like you to navigate to the desktop, and you'll see a folder there called Photoshop Files. There it is. And inside here you'll see this one. It's called Cute Baby for a reason because, oh my goodness, look how cute that is. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna vomit, it's so cute. Okay, so a couple of things that we are going to do before we're able to apply the filter and add some effects to this little creature. I need to show you how to select something and isolate it, and therefore put it on a new layer so that way we can manipulate it. And the best way to do that, in my view, because we're going to select the baby's head, is to use what's known as the polygonal lasso tool. If you don't see it open immediately, what I'd like you to do is, for example, notice how this one is just a regular lasso, and it has a little arrow on the lower right hand corner. If you just hold your mouse down, that means there's other tools grouped with it. Hold the mouse button down, and that will reveal the other part of the group, and then just change it to polygonal. Okay, and the way the polygonal lasso tool works is like this. What you'll do is, for example, I'm going to start over here by the shoulder, and I'm going to click once and see how it has a leader to it now. And what I'll do is just make an outline around this little guy, or girl, whatever, I'm not quite sure. And just click, move my mouse a little bit, click, move my mouse. Don't worry if you make a mistake. I'm going to show you how to remedy that in just a moment. So here we go, making my way around. Now, I'm doing this relatively quickly, but I also have, let's see, when did I graduate from college? Yeah, I've got almost 20 years of experience using these type of programs, so that could be why. But either way, you guys are all technically savvy, and I'm not going to be too concerned about it. Just do your best, and you will eventually get it. Now, I'm going to demonstrate exactly what happens when, like, you totally make a mistake. Like, for example, if this happens to you. Oh my goodness gracious, Mr. Arnold, oh my gosh, what am I going to do wrong? Oh no. Alright, if that happens to you, it's a real simple fix. Just press delete, and that deletes the last place you clicked upon. See how that's done it? So don't despair, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. It's quite alright. And then now I'm going to continue. Alright? It's okay. Now sometimes this could happen to you as well. Let's say that you went ahead and double click. Oh no, I got most of it, but there's a chin left. Oh no, it's going to look strange. Don't worry about it, folks. I will guide you through it. Let's take a look up here on the options bar. If you look at the options bar, right now it's set to just new selection. But if we go to this one, we can do what's called an add to selection. So I'm going to click right there. Okay? And watch this. I'm going to start over here, and I'm just going to go around this little guy's mouth and the chin. Don't want to mess up his hands. Come around through here. I gotta admit, this is a really cute picture, no matter how much I mock it. I'm gonna come around and see how I get up into the selected area, and then I'll just make my way back over here. And when I connect it, you'll notice that little dot right there by the cursor. And then all is well. Everything's good. But I made a mistake there. See that? It looks like he's got, or he or she has that little thing there. And this is where I'm going to show you the subtract from selection. So, because I'm a perfectionist at the moment. Normally I wouldn't be, but I want to, do a good example for y'all. Do my job. There we go. That's better-ish. Alright, so now we have it selected. What we will do is create what is called a layer via copy. And to do that, you just take your mouse with the lasso tool still activated. Take your mouse, place it inside the selection. By the way, this is known as a crawling ant selection. So what I'm going to do is right click, and inside the selection, let's right click inside the selection, and I'm going to choose layer via copy. Alright, now it doesn't appear as if anything's happened yet, but if you look at your layers menu up here, you'll notice that we have two layers. We have our background, and we have layer 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the background layer. Oh my goodness, it's a disembodied baby head. What are we going to do? Call the exorcist. Okay, anyway, I'm going to bring this back, and then of course we can do layer 1 Now, if you do not see your layers panel, that is a problem. We need to make sure that you have that ready. So, always important to have your layers panel. If you do not have it, press Window and Layers, or you can press the F7 key on your keyboard. It's on the top row. All right, now for some real fun. Let's go ahead and do the filter liquify. So to get that done, go to your filter menu. First I'll deactivate this tool, I'll just go to the move tool. I'm going to go to the filter menu, and I'm going to choose liquify. Okay. Oh, it's right here. I can read. Okay, liquify. It's the fourth selection down. It brings up this window. Now this is where it gets fun, ladies and gentlemen. So what shall we do to this baby? Because the liquify allows us to modify and warp and do all that fun stuff. So let's switch it to the forward warp tool. And I'm going to change the brush size just a little bit. Let's change that to like 50 and see what happens. That's a good size. So I think this little guy needs some pointy ears. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, and how about we go ahead and, let's see. Oh, let's do a bloat. I think you need some alien eyes. You know how I am about extraterrestrials, so let's go ahead and do that. You know what, 100 I think would be better. Feel free to adjust it to whatever settings. Try new stuff. Uh-oh. Okay, and get up there. Alright, there's that. And then I can use the warp tool again and kind of modify the shape a little bit. Oh my goodness. Looks like me on Saturday morning. Okay, do that. Now his nose, I think I need to go ahead and make it look more alien-like. I use the pucker function. I'll bring that down. Oh, there. Now that's what I'm talking about. And of course, every demon baby needs to have some horns. So let's make some horns. Nothing too dramatic, but you know, some lumps on his head. How about that? And then also, oh, his chin needs a little work too. Let's go ahead and make his mouth a little bit bigger. So instead of pucker, it's cute. Yeah, it's just blow. Let's make his mouth a little bit. Ooh. Hey, there we go. He's gonna get the Gerber Baby Award. All right, I'm gonna decrease the brush size again. I'll bring that down to like 25. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, please, please do whatever you like, because that's how you learn, is by having fun. At least I think so. I'll bring that down a little bit. Mess with that some more. And you know, for kicks, I'm going to go ahead and do the twirl. I'll make that brush real big, 200. And I'll kind of just click a few times. Oops, wrong one. Twirl. That's it. I'll give him kind of a cockeyed appearance. Rrr. And then last but not least, might as well give him a beard or something. Bring it down to 100. And whoop, there we go. I think that looks good, you know? Looks just like mom. And then when you're finished making all of your adjustments and improvements, that's what I like to call them, hit OK. Oh, isn't that sweet? Now watch this. Before, after, before, after, before, after. Boogie boogie. Alright, isn't that fun? Okay, next. Let's go ahead and add some layer styles. What do you think? We'll make it look really demonic. Let's go ahead and copy this layer. Here's an easy way. Instead of right-clicking and going to duplicate, you can always do this. Go to Layer 1, click it, drag it right down here to the new layer icon, or new layer button next to the trash can, and it makes a copy for you. So that's the other way of doing it. And what I'm going to do is rename this one. I'm going to go ahead and name it Layer Style, if we're going to do like a color overlay, make it real funky looking. So let's go over here to layer style button. That's the little FX one here. Now let's choose color overlay and see what that looks like. Whoa, that's a bit much. Change that. Right here we have what are called blending modes. Let's do overlay. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Let's try multiply. Now notice how the opacity makes it darker. So we can always bump that down to like 50% or 75%. Try the different modes, they're actually pretty fun. Darken, multiply. Ooh, color burn looks pretty good. I'll keep that one in mind. Darker color, lighten, lighter color, soft light. I think I'm going back with color burn. That's the one I want. Oh, for difference. Difference is pretty good. Let's see what the different values are on that. Let me bump that down a little bit. I'll give it 25. So it kind of has a green hue to it. That's pretty neat. Alright, well, I'm going to stick with that. Okay, let's try a pat. Whoa, that pattern overlay is pretty good. Let's see what else they got. Yeah, I'll just stick with the bubble one, and then let's see down. Bust that down to like 25. And then try different. Let's try color burn. Oh, there we go. Or multiply. Looks kind of strange. It looks like it's kind of bubbling. So once again, go through all the different layer modes, and you can always blend the opacity too, or change the opacity of it. Let's see, exclude difference. Overlay is pretty good. Maybe I'll just bump that down to like 20% or 10%. See what that does. That's good. That way it's a little more subtle. And then last but not least, I didn't mean to close that. I double clicked on it to bring it back up. See what bevel and emboss does. Oh no, I don't know if I like that. Take that off. Let's see, satin. Nope. Nah, I don't care for the texture. Ooh, what do we got here? No, that's it. I'll stick with texture. And at any rate, I want you to go ahead and try different stuff. Drop shadow. Maybe I could do the drop shadow. We'll change the angle on that. There we go. That looks good. The drop shadow, and then let me change the contour level. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to do it however you like. This is your beautiful creation. You're improving this child. Yeah, that'll work for now. But anyhow, the great thing about this is you can do this with any picture. The baby is just what I consider to be the most memorable. So let's do it before and after. What do you say? Before, after, before, after, before. It's kind of like a Green Goblin baby. Before, after, before, after. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was the liquify filter. I encourage you, after you finish this one, I encourage you to feel free to go on the internet, and it's always fun to mess with celebrities. So please, please, please go ahead and find a celebrity to mess with. Now, when you're finished, let me show you how to save this properly. If you go to your File menu, go to Save for Web and Devices. Click upon this, and let's see here. You can adjust your image size. Right now it's at 100%, but if 800 by 600 is too big, you can always scale it down a little bit. Like I'll make this 50%, so it's 400 by 300, so that way it's not too big on an email attachment. And then I'll make sure it's set to JPEG, and then hit save. And then what you'll do is save it to your desktop or My Pictures or something like that. What I suggest is you go ahead and rename it to something. Either leave it cute baby and then put your last name on it or something, or cute baby and then you put like liquify, and then you can also put your last name on it so that way you know whose is whose. Save it to the desktop, and then after that, upload it to first class so you can show your parents what you learned in technology class, and I'm sure they'll be very proud of you. I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to showing you some more stuff. Y'all have a great day.